Are we moving?
So beautiful. Oh my God.
Are we moving?
So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.
Watching Wednesday, we laugh fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax, and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Watching Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you a meal. Sit back, relax, and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Watching Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax, and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax, and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Watching Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do.
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. We'll pray. Father, thank you for your warnings. We pray that your glory will always be seen upon us, upon each of us. We pray that everyone that this broadcast reaches, that they will turn to you. If they don't already know you, Lord, that they'll get to know you real quick, because time really does grow short. A warrior's biggest mistake is thinking that they have more time. We thank you, Lord, for just giving us this ability and this platform to be able to reach people. We thank you that it's growing. We thank you that the quality of the people that are here is spectacular, Lord. We thank you that you keep trouble far away from us and that you bring good people to us. We thank you for eyes that can see and ears that can hear, and those that are willing to learn, Lord, the things that we have to teach and the things that you revealed to us and that you've shown to us and that we've learned along the way, Lord. We thank you for it all. Thank you, Father. We love you. Keep your hand over this broadcast so that there's no interference, no trolling, no trouble. And we thank you for that. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
That was my first time to get to see the new intro, also with this background for watching Wednesdays, and so that just tickled me. I thought you did a great job. He whipped that out.
I think, is it a little blurry?
Is it? Well, that's blurry, but this doesn't look blurry.
Okay. My eyes blurry.
Can y'all put in the chat if it's
Are your screens blurry? Because we can
is
use
it
that
blurry
little,
to y'all?
we could use the
I can go get the other one.
that's that little
There's no,
Right.
I don't know if there's anything in it.
we just need a little bit. Yeah. Now where's the microphone window or the camera? We're using her phone tonight, so I don't know. There we go.
Yeah.
That's a little better. That's a little better. All right. Let's, we have 4 Facebook group pages. Also, let us know real quick if you can hear us. Okay, it's a little blurry. Okay. Okay, that's better, they said.
Oh, good, good, good.
And can y'all hear us decently or pretty good? We can always speak up a little bit. He's in a dark room, he said. Must be developing some film. All right, good. So we have 4 Facebook group pages. We have other information that we put on our Facebook group pages, and you can check that out. It's all important information. Oklahoma Bigfoot Prairie to Watch, Antlers and surrounding areas. Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman, WOMB, and Son Center and Database. The Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path, and Lead Tracker Ease Facebook group page. Check those out. Join those. We put a lot of information on those as well. Also, Lead Tracker Ease YouTube channel has a name change, and we've just been promoting the name change so everyone does find her there. More live interaction and more tracking there. So Bigfoot Predators and Spiritual Warfare. This channel also has a name change. Choctaw Tracking, Sasquatch Choctaw Tracking. And that's to hit the algorithm better so that we can get to more people who need the information. We haven't got the flyer up for the book sale, but we're all of the books that we have, you can either have the Spanish version or the English version. That's Predator Bigfoot and Spiritual Warrior's Path, Bigfoot Gifters, and Monster Spotters, plus the DVD. This one.
This one.
And
oh, that's the Spanish version.
And the DVD. We got the English.
So either the.
Oh, there it is. And the English version. And the DVD also comes with this. I was watching the last part of this today, and I was like, wow, this is.
So 4 things.
I was like, this is a great DVD, and I recommend people getting it, especially if you can get this package. It's for $90. You get all the books.
Or
plus the
the 2
DVD.
Spanish versions of these 2 books.
Yeah, or you can switch and get the Spanish version, but that also comes with the DVD and the Monster
English.
Spotters book. The DVD and Monster Spotters is English, and the DVD is Blu-ray only. So take that into account before you order. But that is a total of $90, which is with shipping and handling. I think it's 120,
About 40 off.
something like that.
30,
Yeah, it's about $40 off. and they're all going to be autographed and sent to you. It's to help raise funds for some upcoming events. So we're having a sale again, but we don't have the flyer up yet. We've been working on some other projects and getting things done, but we do have some big things coming up. Also, the webpage. Just type in PredatorBigfoot.com and it'll take you to the Predator Bigfoot Spiritual Warriors Path webpage. On that webpage, you can order the books, also the DVD, or you can check out the playlist. And a lot of important playlists are put on there. One of the most important one is What the Indians Say, and also the spiritual house cleansing video. Shows you how to cleanse a house, and you have to have upkeep also. But the other playlist with What the Indians Say, those are from different tribes all over the place, from Alaska to Canada to here to Arizona to Louisiana, different tribes getting together and having a talk about the Predator Bigfoot. And there's a lot of stories on there about things that happened and some people who had the encounters. So check those playlists. It's very important, because when people say, well, the Indians say it's a forest giant or it's ancient people, we don't say that. We say it's a predator. And so we don't want people out there thinking that the Indians are saying, go feed these things or go try to communicate with these things, because we don't say that. We say, watch your children around these things, deter these things away from your home, do whatever you can to keep these things. And if you find tracks around your house, you've got a predator, a man-eating predator around your home. So, but we also, with these books, they will teach you what to look for, things that has never been taught before. They're in the books, and then DVD we show you Bigfoots, but we also show you where not to go. Even though we went there, but we're trackers, and we also had protection with us. Plus we have God with us. So, but we show you places where you're going to find these things, but we don't want you going there. So it's in the DVD, all that important information. All the books are very important. The first book that we put together, Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warriors Path, which I'll put that on the screen, has been called a manual. It's also been called a lifesaver. We've been able to get information out that's never been used, never been heard of before, and it has saved lives, and it will continue if you get the book and read it.
Real quick, we'll read you part of the table of contents of that, so you know what's in there. It tells you about our backgrounds. The legend of time, which is the creation story legend, and how the Predator Bigfoot came to be.
Yeah, that's the Predator's creation, not the Choctaws' creation.
Right.
This is
the introduction to Predator Bigfoot, its appearance, preferred habitat, biology, diet, tool and weapon use, social structure, the types, how they relate, what we mean when we say thunder and lightning, water spirits, Predator Bigfoots that are known as dew, fog, snow, mist, west side killers, how they communicate, other names for them. We have historical accounts. We let you know why there's cause for concern. We talk about missing people in the national parks especially. And then we talk about the knowledge for the spiritual warrior's path. And we teach you bird language, mimicking vocalizations and gestures, shadow language, translucent viewing, your body's natural warning signs, tracking and reading signs, structures, ambush areas and bows, pull downs, blinds and hides, chutes and corrals and funnels, creeks and other bodies of water, drop and pops, land spikes, spears and other weapons, road traps, bridges, embankments and ravines, holes, tunnels, crevices and caves, the Predator Bigfoot path, game trails, tree breaks and X's, rooms and walls, springbacks, tree line skirting, twists. We tell you about physical protection, how to protect yourself, loved ones, animal companions, and livestock, how to protect your property, what to do while in your vehicle. We tell you what to do in the woods, isolated areas, and near mailboxes, on or near bodies of water. We teach you seasonal considerations. We teach you about spiritual protection, the power of prayer, the full armor of God, the mind protection technique that no one else teaches, indicators of threshold breaks and possible points of entries, and ways that demons and predator Bigfoots attain ascent through open thresholds. And there's more than there's case histories, educational resources, information on our investigations, illustrations of structures and signs, and there's a lot there just in that one book.
That is a very, very important book. And if you're in, well, if you're visiting this channel, especially if it's your first time, that is a book. If you need information about this, you're not going to find any information like this anywhere else in any other books.
We wrote the book that we would have wanted ourselves, that we needed ourselves at one time.
Yeah. Also, this book here, the English version, Bigfoot Gifters book. There's a lot of Bigfoot gifters out there. So we wrote this. This is a part of another book that we're writing, but we had to get this chapter out. That's why it's not a thick book. It's a chapter book, but it has more information than a lot of people have. Can't stress how much people need to have this book, especially if you see other channels who gift these predators. We tell you exactly what is happening and why this is happening. And no one else will teach, no one else will tell you.
And why that's a terrible idea.
And they're getting other people to do the same things, which we don't recommend. That's why we took that out of the book, got it in print as quick as we could. So if you know somebody who's a Bigfoot gifter, if someone's even told you to do that or suggested, or if you've seen it on the channel, they need this book. They need to know what's going on. But we also have that in the Spanish version, Las Ofrendas de Pai Grande. And also, just like the book, The Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Past, this book, it's also in the Spanish version. We want all our Spanish-speaking friends to be safe out there also, so we had it translated with friends who did this voluntarily. And it's translated to Pa Grande, el Depredador y el Sendero del Guerrero y Espiritual. So we're doing basically everything we can to help everyone out there to be safer and to keep your family safe. We even, and this was more of Lead Tracker E's idea because of all the work she did with it. The very newest book that we have is called Monster Spotters, and this is a children's book. It's got a lot of artwork in there that is very descriptive, and this is one of the pictures that's in the book of Monster Spotters, and it shows the Bigfoot with a red ball and the child going towards the Bigfoot, also going towards that red ball. And then we have some rhyming messages there so that when you read it with your child, it'll rhyme and it'll stick, and also that visual. But there's more information in that children's book. And we've actually had a grandmother contact us, and she said at first the children were a little nervous about it, but we also stress that being a child of God, you are protected that way. But also whenever the children, and they lived on this road and this area for a long time, but after reading this book one time, they went to town for groceries, or went to town, I'm not sure what it was for, but they went to town. And after reading that book one time, when they was going to town, they would point out, there's a bow, there's a blind, there's a bridge and the waterways. And so now the grandparents are able to talk with their children and say, when you see these things, don't go near them. And the book also talks about that also, of leaving those areas.
We also left it down at the park where a non-English speaking homeless man was hiding in the woods, and there's signs at this little park, very isolated roadside park, signs all over the place. But we left the book, and it's so highly illustrated that we know people can understand and get the idea of it even without being able to read or read English. And right after that, he was gone, but all his stuff was gone too. So he moved on from,
Because he had
learned enough
structures and
from
everything
that
all
that-
around
that
him,
he
blinds.
knew that that was not a good place to stay.
And you know, to be truthful, we've given more books away than we've
That's
probably
true.
sold.
By
We're like, you need this
By
book,
far.
you need this book, you need this book. And you know, we're trying to raise money with them, but you know, we just seen that people needed the books, so we gave them books. And kids, we gave them, you know, children books. We gave Spanish people Spanish books.
And some of our viewers, some of our team members have also bought the book and given them to people and bought them for people.
They sure have.
That's how, and even the two people that translated it into Spanish, they wouldn't take any pay from us.
Mm.
And they did that. They did it because they also know how important it is for everyone. They wanted the Spanish speaking people also to have the information in this book, in these books.
And also, the person who helped us put the book together, the first one, wouldn't accept any money either. So actually, nobody's making any money.
Yeah.
They're all just given away, and you know, it's a lot of work, but it's all just kind of like giving away. But we want to thank everybody for, you know, all that help has gotten us to where we are now. And we can't thank y'all enough and for the trackers, for all you're doing. You're getting books and you're passing it out to other people. We appreciate that. The kindness in your heart to help other people.
You sure do.
And that's what we're doing. We're making sure people are safe out there. And all of our trackers are doing the same thing. And we do appreciate every one of y'all.
And we thank you that share the channel, share the information, all of you.
Hit that like and subscribe
Yeah,
button.
that makes a difference. We forget to remind people about that. That makes a big difference.
And we didn't know about that algorithm like that in the beginning. That's why we never really even talked about it. But now we found out that, you know, when you hit that like button, it does hit a bigger algorithm and it goes out more. So we do appreciate when you do that.
Another reason we changed our channel names. But the purpose of watching Wednesdays is so that we can point out errors that people are making that make them unsafe. It's not to be mean. Sometimes the truth hurts. It's as simple as that. It's just to warn people because they're getting bad information and they're given bad information and setting terrible examples for other people. And most of these channels get thousands and thousands of views. We honestly struggle to get 200 views.
But at least it's quality people.
But we're growing. Yeah, we're growing. But, you know, we want to reach a lot more people. And a lot more people are getting the bad information than the good information, is my point for saying that. You know.
Again, tonight it's a fair use. We have to put this up because we're going to be critiquing and commenting and teaching on other people's work that they're doing. There's a lot of people who make a lot of mistakes out there. We have a tracking course that we teach how to do things correctly out there. Most of these people aren't professional trackers, so they're making a lot of mistakes, doing things that we wouldn't do. But sometimes, if they do things great, you know, we're like, great, you know, we commend them. But if they're making mistakes that will get other people hurt or in jeopardy, then we will critique it and we will let people know this is done wrong, that's done wrong, that's done wrong. And if they just give you bad information, we have a
BS
bell,
bell.
called a BS bell, which one of our trackers sent to us.
We ring that when we hear somebody say something stupid.
Yeah, something
Something
wrong.
that's going to get somebody hurt, something that's just it's a lie, or it's disinformation or misinformation, just something we need to address and say, no, hold up, wait a minute, that's just not true. We'll ring that bell. Sometimes we forget because we get so caught up in what we're watching. And we have our mini blind pointer sticks, so when we watch the TV, we'll point out different things that we see in their path as they track and go along the way.
And it's good to be back for our Watcher Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
We've been missing this because we have a good time with it. This is more relaxed for y'all also because you get to comment, talk about the same things that we're talking about, point out things, and especially our trackers. They will point out,
keep it specific to what we're talking about here. This isn't the time for big conversation about other things.
Yeah.
But keep it specific to what we're watching and what we're teaching.
It's just like if we're having a conversation, we're all talking about the same thing. But if you start talking about, I went tracking last week and so and so, and then you try to talk to someone else about what you're doing, and you've got a channel, or there's other channels for that.
Or come back later in the comments after the video's been posted, but not during live stream chat. Come back later, and we welcome you to put your comments and stories and things like that in the comments on the regular video once it's posted, but just not during live chat. It's a learning time.
Also on the 19th, which is this Saturday, we're going to be interviewed by Jim Powell, and he has a YouTube channel. It's Tracking Predator Bigfoot. He actually called us legends.
Yeah, I thought that was highly flattering.
It was flattering.
It made me chuckle.
He
was very gracious.
If they have this book, Predator Bigfoot, if they have all the books, you surpass any researcher 50 plus, 60 plus years. All these books will surpass that information, that knowledge. Well, I'd say information. This is knowledge. What they have is what everyone else has, and everyone else is
people treading water.
Yeah,
and they're just in the same spot.
Same spot. If they read this book, they get out of that water and they take off. But if you don't have the book,
literally.
Yeah, sometimes. But if you don't have this book, you're going to have the same information that you're going to find on YouTube,
and a lot of it'll get you hurt.
Yeah, and it's the wrong information, whooping and calling and tree knocking and things like that. Those are the wrong things to do. So we're gonna all be interviewed on the 19th, and it's gonna be on his channel, and we'll get that link up and we'll post that also. But we may be able to record it ourselves and just replay it later, possibly, like we did one time with another person who interviewed us.
That's going to be Saturday night.
And let me fix this.
And the 17th, tomorrow, Mr. Williams will be leveling up a year.
We do like this.
So
I don't know if this will work.
I know the thumbs. Oh, we're not on the laptop. Will it work on the phone? I don't think it works on that.
No. Usually the balloons will go up or fireworks, but it's not working with this
one. Do it on the phone, I don't think. Do the thumbs up or the peace sign. Peace sign does balloons. No. Sometimes we on the laptop we get fireworks and hearts and.
But not on this one. Yeah, this laptop is. Okay. So now that we got all that out of the way, monitors, you know what to do. And if you're new to the channel,
be respectful.
Like we said, stay with the topic, stay with the conversation, stay with what we're doing. And welcome. And we don't want to kick anybody out, but if there's foul language or anything like that, our monitors are ready to get that out, because we have young people watching this, we have older people watching this, and we don't want to hear that kind of language or anything. So
We don't care for the inappropriate jokes and things like that.
No, even slightly.
Just be respectful.
Don't even try to be slightly like that. Okay, so let's get to the comments. See who's all here, and then we're going to get started tonight. And actually, tonight, it was kind of a last minute thing because we were working on so many other things, and one of our trackers.
Neither one of us have seen it. We're totally blind.
So we're going to be in it right there with you. So we're going to watch quite a bit before we can critique.
War Chief sent this one in tonight.
War Chief.
It's called Howls in the Sam Houston National Forest and Sasquatch Exploration by Camping with Sasquatch. And it just came out a week ago.
And usually I can only get about 19 minutes into any.
It's only 30 minutes long, so.
But
War Chief said that this person needs the information that we have.
Okay. So this is going to be a good teaching night, looks like.
Yeah. We don't know what to expect other than howls in the Sam Houston National Forest, which I know that forest. Yeah.
It's kind of funny. You're on that side, on this side, and this side, on that side.
That's weird.
So guess who's first?
Lorna, Tracker Lorna.
Tracker Lorna. Tracker Lorna is always first, and I don't know how she does it.
She believes in being on time.
She is on time always.
Very organized person.
I think I just put it up around 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So she was waiting. Tracker Lorna.
Thank you, Tracker Lorna.
Thank you so much.
Super sticker.
Wow.
We'll be putting that up for the conference. For our conference coming up. Our
second annual big
private tracker
conference, not a Bigfoot, but tracker conference.
Trackers. Yeah.
And also, Graybeard, we sent you your email, so I hope you got that today. And sorry it took so long, but we're just getting back from a big project, and we got some more projects coming up. And when the trackers get in, they're going to be doing a little bit of work, but it's going to be fun work.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing some mapping. We're going to put things out. So we're going to we're not going to give it away. It's going to be fun though.
You start to tell them everything. You almost tell them every time.
Almost. Thank you, Lorna, so much.
Thank you, Lorna.
Such a blessing. We have so many good people, so many good trackers. War Chief, Halito, everyone. Lorna saying hello to War Chief.
And thank you for the video tonight, War Chief.
Yeah.
You called at the perfect time.
Sure did, because
I was just scrambling trying to find one.
And I was on another project and everything.
He was finishing that intro.
And Tracker Lorna has sent another one. Wow, good. Wow. Thank you, Lorna.
Tracker Lorna.
And we are all preparing for our tracker conference that's coming up. It's going to be so great to get all these trackers together and
feed them.
And we're going to be around a fire.
Yeah.
There's going to be stories.
Tracking.
Training.
Eating.
Lots of
eating already?
Lots of eating. Lots of love shared. We're going to have such a great time. That also reminds me, August 21st is our next tracker course, our Warrior Tracker Training Candidate course.
Yeah.
August 21st, that's next month.
Training up a new team.
And we're looking for quality people, strong people, people who are very spiritual, because what we do with the tracking and everything that we do, having that faith and trusting God is a big thing with us, because you know how it is if you're a tracker and you know where we go, things that we have to do. So we want to make sure everyone's secure in every way possible.
We want that full armor. You need that full armor of God on.
Yeah.
We are followers of Christ here.
Lukewarm doesn't cut it with us.
No.
We have to all be 100%.
That's for safety. That's how we stay safe.
Yeah. And we can trust everybody that way. And Tracker Lorna has given another super sticker. Such a blessing. All this is we're getting ready. I can't wait. Shadow Tracker J.
Shadow Tracker J says, blessings, Jerry, LTE, Tracker Lorna, and War Chief Tracker C. For those of you that are new, we read out these comments because we have people that are just driving and listening. We have other people that are visually impaired, and we want to make sure that they get to be a part of everything.
And some people will fall asleep listening to us. In a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way.
They said they feel safe enough to fall asleep listening to this. It's not going to be anything bad in their head when they're going to sleep.
Yeah.
So they listen when they're awake, but also again when they're sleeping. Tracker Lorna saying hi, Shadow Tracker J, and blessings.
Mm-hmm.
War Chief says, well, I got my popcorn and a soda. I guess that I'm ready for the movie. We are too.
We are too.
Night Stars is here saying hi.
Hey, Night Stars.
Tracker Lorna says, going to be a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Shadow Tracker J says, will this movie be a tragic comedy or a horror flick? We're not sure yet.
We're not sure.
Sometimes it's both, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's talking about the Sam Houston National Park. So
yeah, there's a lot going on there.
A lot goes on there.
Night Star says, wow, Tracker Lorna, LOL.
Mm-hmm.
Tracker Lorna says, hi, Night Stars. Night Star says, hi, War Chief. Shadow Tracker J says, blessings, Night Stars. Night Star says, okay, Shadow Tracker J. Night Stars is doing a face. War Chief says, Halito, Osio, and Ola, Jerry, Lead Horse, Choctaw Williams, Lead Tracker E, Warrior Trackers, Shadow Trackers, Thunder Trackers, and Friends. Those are the names of our teams.
I can't wait till we get with the new ones too.
Yeah. We're still hashing that one out. War Chief says, Night Stars, it's so good to see you here tonight.
Sure is.
Always.
Is.
Night Stars says, LOL, thank you so much at War Chief. It's so wonderful to see you too.
All right.
Night Star says, Halito, Jerry, and Lead Tracker E.
Halito, Night Stars. Tracker
Lorna.
Wow. Thank you so much.
The whole team thanks you.
Yeah, we're going to have some Cheetos.
Gas money.
Gas money.
Night Star says, thank you, Tracker Lorna.
Thank you,
Night
Tracker
Star
Lorna.
says, woo, Lorna.
I broke my fingernail.
JR says, peanuts, popcorn, Cracker Jacks. Get your
JR.
ice cold Coca-Cola, City Spell. Air your dogs out.
There you go, JR.
Shadow Tracker J says, blessings, JR. Tracker Lorna.
You know, JR's, I would say, very intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
With everything that he does, he's got something that's always
wealth of knowledge, for
wealth
sure.
of knowledge.
Truly.
And a great tracker.
Where are we? Tracker Lorna says, hi, JR. Night Star says, hero, JR.
And Night Star's
A lot of
she could do everything.
She's like the little MacGyver. She's a little female MacGyver. Night Stars. Let's see. JR says, hi, Night Star, Shadow Tracker J, Lorna, War Chief, and 17.
And 17.
Tracker 17 says, Hallie Toad, Jerry, Lead Horse, Choctaw Williams, Lead Tracker E, Friends, Trackers, and Warriors, Shadows, and Thunders. Y'all are a lot better at, I put, welcome everyone, and that covers all of you.
And like me, every time I see y'all, and
too fast for me.
I always want to say, well, that one's the best at this. That was the best at this. That was the best.
They all bring something special.
Yeah, even like 17, he's the very best in Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
And Tracker Lorna, we got a couple in Canada that are just.
We're very proud of our team.
So good, so good. They, I mean, from the get-go, they could find everything.
Yeah.
They know exactly what to look for.
Tracker Lorna says, hi, Tracker 17. JR says, make that at any moment, in any moment. Tracker 17 says, yep, just got home, JR. I was about to go on a track, but caught the notification just now. Yeah, we were late getting that out.
Yeah.
Tracker 17 says, Hallie Toe, Tracker Lorna. Shadow Tracker J says, blessings, Tracker 17. Tracker 17.
Shadow Tracker J.
Saying hi to Night Stars. Tracker 17 saying blessings to Shadow Tracker J. Tracker 17, thank you very much for the super sticker, Tracker 17.
I want to say something about Child Tracker Jay is the the kindness and the connection that she has with everything. You know, you can see it because wildlife will walk right up to her.
Yeah.
And she'll
And
feed
a
the
lot
wildlife.
of spiritual wisdom.
Oh yeah, what a voice.
Good, full knowledge of the Bible.
Yeah.
Tracker One, and lives it. Doesn't just speak it, she lives it. Tracker Lorna says, thank you, Tracker 17. Tracker 17 says, Hallie Toe, War Chief Tracker C. War Chief Tracker C says, Acts 4:31, and when they prayed, the place in which they were gathered together was shaken, and they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and continued to speak the word of God with boldness. I love that, War Chief.
What can we say about War Chief?
War Chief is just
War Chief is War Chief. You gotta know him to know him.
He's truly a warrior.
He is.
War Chief says Hallie Toe 17.
Oh,
Tracker
wow.
Lorna. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Oh, I just can't wait till this tracker meeting.
Shadow Tracker J says, Amen. War Chief Tracker C. War Chief Tracker C says, Tracker 17. Tracker 17 says, y'all need these books if you haven't already got them. And he put a Facebook link. Thank you for that.
Right.
You're really good at putting links up and explaining things. Tracker 17 putting the Australian link to the Amazon Predator Bigfoot book and the link to the Bigfoot Gifters book. And Shadow Tracker J says, thank you, Tracker Lorna and Tracker 17. You're both very generous. Yes, they are.
They sure are.
And you know, all of you are.
Yeah, all of you are.
Where are we? Tracker 17 putting a Facebook link to Tracking Bush Predators Australia Public Yowie group. That is his Facebook group, and if you go there respectfully. You can learn a lot from this man.
Sure can.
War Chief Tracker C says, hello, is there anybody in there? Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Tracker Lorna says, hear you. Shadow Tracker J says, I'm still here. War Chief says, I know you're there, Lorna. I was speaking to our leaders.
Uh-oh.
Tracker 17 says, Pink Floyd, comfortably numb, War Chief. JR says, no one hears me nodding, War Chief.
That's JR too.
War Chief is giving a thumbs up. Many thumbs up.
Many thumbs.
Tracker 17 says, LOL, JR. Tracker 17 says, here we go.
Here we go.
War Chief says, JR, I heard you nod. Tracker 17 says, mockers beware, my blood axe and mood are matching this morning. Uh-oh.
All right. That's good for us, though.
JR says, I was in bobblehead mode, carried to Texas.
Uh-oh.
War Chief says, the old tomahawk is so ready.
Uh-oh.
There's Judy Wheeler.
Judy.
Got her notification. How you doing, Judy? JR says, ring that bell in advance.
There we go.
Judy says, hello, everyone.
How you doing, Judy?
Tracker Lorna is saying hi to Judy. Night Stars is saying, wow, thank you for posting all that, Tracker 17.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good work.
Night Star says, Judy.
Judy.
Judy Wheeler says, hi, Tracker Lorna.
Here we go.
War Chief says, Judy. Good to see you tonight. That's tradition.
That's tradition.
Night Star says, she's laughing at JR. Tracker 17 says, Hallie Toe, Judy Wheeler. Shadow Tracker J says, blessings, Judy Wheeler. Judy says, hello, Night Stars.
Nift Stars.
Judy Wheeler says, blessings, Shadow Tracker. Tracker 17 says, just helping out, Night Stars. You know I like doing that, LOL. Judy says, my typing isn't very good tonight.
That's okay.
I got a crooked index finger and I'm always hitting the letter to the left.
And I just broke a finger.
I live you a lot.
I live you a lot.
War Chief says, Judy, how you doing tonight? Judy says, hi, Tracker 17. And War Chief C, I'm good, thank you. And how are you doing today? War Chief says, Judy, I'm doing just capital tonight. Thank you. Judy's smiling and happy. She's got a great grin. Tracker 17 says, oh, I like your new soundtrack. Figured you would.
Thank you.
War Chief says, I like it. Judy says, I like it too. And Shadow Tracker J says, cool tunes. JR says, miracle, lyrical, jazzy, mellow time intro tune.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Jazzy could get back on and miss them in the chat.
Mm.
Word Chief Tracker C says, is that Jazzy singing it? No. This is one that we had to just come up with today.
I have to do one thing because I forgot to do it. It'll take 1 second. Give us 1 second.
He's got to send somebody a link for something.
One of our trackers and
That has trouble getting in the regular way.
yeah. It'll just take a second. We want to make sure we
Thank you for your
give that
patience.
to them because they are very patient with us too. And they're probably waiting for it. So I'll like,
Uh-oh.
what's he doing? And they can usually hear us, but
They just can't get into.
can't get in. So, Tracker K, if you can hear us, the link has been sent to you. But I'm also going to because I know
You know she'll see
she's
it.
typing right now. I'm also sending you the link here.
In
And
Facebook.
she said thank you. So we sent it to you there and to your, we're going to get back. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
No, it wasn't jazzy. The lyrics came from, well, the words to the song came from Lee Tracker. She put it together. And it was quick, but it's some kind of app that's doing the singing and the music.
So we threw all this together really fast
Oh, I did.
today, which is why we were a little bit late.
Yeah.
Tracker Lorna says, awesome. Wonder who that is. Oh yeah, no, that wasn't Jazzy.
Yeah.
They all think it was you, Jazzy, if you're listening.
If you're here, Jazzy, everybody thinks it was you.
And that's a professional singer, Jazzy.
Yep. So you better get another
So
song
they're
out
thinking you're
for
a
us.
professional singer. Judy's sending hearts. War Chief is saying Hallie Toe Tracker 17 says, oh, I see I misspelled. No big deal. Keep going. Let's keep going. We got several amens. We can go past all those. Go past the blurries. Go past the better. We're going to get down.
Little bitty
GR
bird.
says, amen. It's, oh, yeah, go past all that. Please. Ghost Star Dancer is
Ghost
here.
Star
How you
Dancer.
doing? She says, hi, Ella and Jerry.
How you doing?
Graybeard
Graybeard.
says, good evening, friends.
Now, I hope you got that message, Graybeard.
Shadow Tracker J says, blessings, Graybeard.
Where's that? Okay.
Everybody's telling, let's get going. We're after 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Everybody's saying
Graybeard,
hi to
Star
Graybeard
Dancer.
and Ghost Star Dancer and
Graybeard's waving. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna skip down. Everybody's saying hi to Graybeard, Ghost Star Dancer,
here's a new name, Barry Browning.
Barry Browning.
I just checked your channel. Any new name, I go check it real quick to make sure it's not a, a fake account or anything. You got a cute little dog, I see. Welcome, Barry Browning.
Everybody's welcoming Barry, which we have a good group here that will do that. Thumbs up.
7 reminding us to like, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and share on your channel.
He wants us to ring that
Thank
bell
you.
tonight. Ring that
Ring
bell.
that bell. Barry says
Hi to
he's
everybody.
saying, yeah, everybody's name. Wow, he's good too. Everybody's name. Good job.
War Chief said, isn't it great to be back to normal? Everybody's like, normal? Never heard of that.
What's that?
Appalachian Mountain Man.
There you are.
There he is.
Good to see you.
All right, let's see.
Let's see. We're gonna skip down past the greetings because we want to get to the show. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. We love this group. There's Las
Las
Venturas.
Aventuras de Jose and Tanya.
And also, if you want to put your links in there, and if you want to put the Flavier with Xavier link in there, you can.
Guess who else is here?
Shane.
The Shade.
Glad you're here, Shane.
All right, we're skipping
He's
down.
hilarious. Another talented person. He says, salute all, Jerry and Ella. I'm going to sleep in a little, so your show is going to help me relax. Good. See our show putting people to sleep.
Everybody puts everybody to sleep.
Oh.
That's it. I want to put these up here.
Night Star says, happy early birthday, Jerry. Tracker 17 says, spirit.
Oh, there
Whoops.
you go.
Spirit is life. Tracking is saving life. Yeah.
Sure is.
Tracker Lorna is saying, happy birthday, Jerry Williams.
Oh, thank
War
you.
Chief says, what Night Star said. Me too. Night Star says, I like the watching Wednesday TV behind you. Thank you.
Hey, yeah.
Tracker 17 says, happy early leveling up birthday, Jerry.
There you go. Thank you.
Shadow Tracker J tells you to have a blessed birthday. Night Stars is saying, this channel is peaceful. There you go. That's good. Good.
That's where
Shade says,
this is where Shade says he's going to sleep.
oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
Listening
skip
to
that.
us.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
He
Good.
says, he said, truth now, sir. I agree. Hey.
She says, my Cheetos, Las Venturas.
Yeah. We're going to have lots of Cheetos when everybody comes in. Just because everybody loves Cheetos.
Trucker 17 says, thank you, Night Stars, Jerry and Ella, kind of used to say. And sends another super sticker. Thank you, Trucker 17.
Oh, wow. Thank you, 17.
Trucker Lorna says, thank you, awesome, Trucker 17. Night Star says, thank you, 17. Judy sending love. Trucker Lorna says, oh my, sure sounds like her. Kay says, thank you, Jerry and Ella. I am in the program.
All right. There she
Redbeard
is.
saying hi to Kay. Everybody's telling Kay hi, and I think we're about at the end.
Yeah. Everybody saying hi to Kay.
Okay.
Oh, and then Judy saying happy birthday.
Thank you, Judy.
All right.
Everybody's in the room, so let's get going.
All right. So, we're low battery.
It wasn't a low battery. I forgot to plug it in. I spent all that time charging it and then ran it. Yep.
So give us a second. We're gonna plug in the charger here. It'll take us just a second.
Did I just unplug the TV?
Mm-hmm.
I need one more.
You got some over here too.
Here's one. Did it come off?
Mm-hmm.
The phone? I'll get this.
I don't know where your charging thing shows up at.
Did you see it? Oh, golly.
You want to try plugging it up over here?
Well, it's on its own. I mean, we can see there's power.
Nothing's changed.
It should ding. If we change the screen,
You mean up?
if I
You can try that.
say it's plugged in. Okay, should be good.
Okay. So give us 1 second. And this one is called
Howls in the Sam Houston National Forest and Sasquatch Exploration.
Sasquatch Exploration. Is that the name of the channel?
Their channel's called Camping with Sasquatch,
Okay.
which we don't recommend.
No. Move some stuff here because we're going to have to move this one back.
You need more in your coffee.
All right, so we're going to see what's going on. And if you've never been to the Sam Houston National Park, it's very active. Lots of reports from this
Lots
area.
of missing people.
Lots of beheaded people.
Yeah, decapitated people. Missing people, drowned people.
Lots of torn up camps, abandoned camps.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
There's a lot of creepy places in it.
So we're going to reverse this so we can go ahead and get started. We're going to watch a little bit and see what's going on also. But this will take just a second. Let us line this up for you.
Ready for me to hit the lights? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, is that good? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's watch a little bit, see what's going on.
Could that be just from water? It's like an arch right there too.
We call those bows.
Yeah.
House. Way off. Just one, I guess. There we go.
Leaner.
Nice timing. I don't know if those picked up though. Holy shit.
So you can already tell that this is not coyotes out there. These are Bigfoots and dogmen alike, different vocals. It's a different pitch. And one thing that you can do is watch nature channels of coyotes and listen to their pitches. And you can train your ears that same way. But this is not coyotes out there.
He's got the equipment to show.
He's got some equipment.
Oh shit. As you may know, if you've watched any of my other videos, I spent about 5 out of 6 months solo camping in East Texas on a Sasquatch expedition. I camped in areas I've either heard of or as close as I could get to reports on the Bigfoot mapping project. I also researched East Texas on podcasts, Facebook, etc., and stayed in some areas I've heard of from those as well, such as Boykin Springs, Stubblefield, Sam Houston and Davy Crockett National Forest, and some other areas. I experienced a number of things you could suspect as Sasquatch activity. Some of it not so obvious, but all combined, I'd say it's been an interesting excursion. One thing I heard and recorded quite a bit of was howls. Most were canine-like howls. During my expedition in Texas, I wondered who made them. Coyotes, wolves, wild dogs, Sasquatch, or even dogmen. I do believe some of the aforementioned areas are within the Dogman Triangle. Either way, I think I captured some pretty cool howls, even in person a few times. In this video, I'll play those recordings or videos with the howls and show some exploring I did in or around some of those areas.
You know, even in our intro video, it sounds almost the same, but they also howl like that if you're getting too close to one that may be there or a couple that may be there. And when I mean a couple, I don't mean just two. But they're getting, whoever this guy is, he's getting close to them. So they'll make noise like that, and they'll bark up to cover the sound so that these can either get back and get further away without being hurt, or they're going to move in around this guy. So what he's doing, like Shadow Tracker Jay is saying, this guy must have a death wish, because this is not brave, this is stupid to be going out here by yourself in these areas. If he's never seen one, I can kind of see, as far as them wanting to see what these things are or to get a picture of one. But this guy, I know he doesn't know about shadow language, which is in the book, or translucent viewing, or bird language, because you wouldn't be going out like us. We go out in teams, and we have a strategic mission, I guess you would say. We know where we're going, what we're going to do, how long we're going to be out there, and we're surely not going to be camping in these areas.
We're not trying to prove that they exist. We already know that they exist. We already know that there's a big cover-up to them existing. We know that they're predators, and that your time will eventually run out if you just keep on and keep on. So yeah. We hope he gets what evidence he needs to satisfy his curiosity, and he stops camping out there with them.
So if this guy has, I don't know this guy's channel, but if he doesn't have photos or video, which, you know, we have that, we share that on the channel, or we have it in the video or our documentary. But if he doesn't have that, that may be the reason why he continues to go out there. But, you know, from the photos and the videos, if he was to watch our channel, you know, these things are huge. And one of the videos, there's a 35-foot one.
We hope that he's not trying to gift them or feed them or have mind speak with them, or we don't know anything about this man at all.
But right now he's doing some dangerous things, and he's kind of, the way it started off, it still kind of sounds like people can do this if they want to, because nothing's happened to him so far, or maybe something has happened, but we don't know that yet. But nobody needs to be going out and camping out in the Sam Houston National Forest, and
especially by themselves.
yeah, and unless you're an experienced trained tracker, you got everything that you need, and you've let people know where you're going to be at and things like that.
At the very least, we hope that he is well armed, and he needs to know the placement of where to hit these things if one decides to attack him the day that his protection runs out.
Yeah,
and that's between the eyes or under the left arm.
And he also,
for the quickest.
Yeah.
So,
and he also needs to know that there's not going to be just one. These things travel in packs and groups. There's no rogue one.
yeah, that's a myth we're tired of hearing about, the rogue one. That's, yeah, there's always more around.
Mm-hmm.
There may be a particularly surly one, but there's others always around.
And when they're hungry, nothing's going to hold these things back till they feast. And they'll watch. They know if you know where you're going. They know if you're lost. They know if
you're a tracker or a hunter or a camper, or
they know if you're homeless.
Mm-hmm.
They know if you're just trying to hide, out there.
The homeless are the most vulnerable because people don't come looking for them.
Yeah.
People don't care about them.
And these things know if you're trying to hide out there and get in hiding places, these things see you as a meal.
Also very vulnerable are the criminals, the addicts, and the runaways, because they're going to hide in the areas that these things hide.
Sure are. They're going to go the same places.
Can we skip past all the howling and get to the visual? We know there's this sounds like a night, a regular old night at home when I lived there at the big thicket. That's it.
Hold on.
Once again, there's
the blinds.
Hold on. We're gonna there's no reason for birds to be twerping like that at nighttime. And we had that same thing, but it sounded like the whole forest started twerping, or these birds started tweeting out there, I guess you would say.
For him to stay in that forest that long too, they would have their own special call just for him to identify him. That call is their name for him.
And we're going to play you also another one that we captured the sound of another fake owl, so that you can hear that they're almost like an owl, but if you listen correctly, you're going to be able to distinguish. That sounded almost like an owl, but he's getting some of the same calls that we got that couple years ago.
When I lived there in the, it was at the edge of the. It was an area that was originally going to be considered in the big thicket. So, but at the last minute they didn't include it in there. But it's the same forest all around. I would think that it, before I knew better, think that it was 5 owls all around me, or I remember going, would an owl follow me for like a mile? Why is this owl just right here beside me coming? But I couldn't see it. They definitely mimic the owls.
Yeah. And what we used to just sit and listen to coyotes, listen to real coyotes. And we'd also listen to all the owl sounds, barn owl, screech owl, to learn all of their sounds so that when we're out there, we can distinguish from an owl or from a predator sounding like an owl or sounding like a coyote or sounding like dogs. And I know that whenever they had all those big howls in the beginning, we was tracking and we heard a twig break. And I looked at another tracker and he looked at me. And so we kind of kept going our pace and we heard another twig and we both stopped again and we kind of looked in the direction and all of a sudden that big howl of all those coyotes went off and all the rest of the trackers just held our spot and we all kind of looked at each other because we knew that they made mistakes because they was backing up, and so they had to use that cover so that these that were close to us could pull back.
A masking noise.
Yeah, masking so that these could walk a little quicker to get away from us or to back away from us. And of course, we had our weapons, our protection, and we're moving a certain way. We're not just walking through the woods. We're not talking out there. We're listening. And that's how you hear a twig break. If you're out there talking like this guy, you're not going to hear these twig breaks or these things moving closer to you or further from you, because these things will walk when you talk.
And walk when you walk, and walk if they hear traffic coming, and walk when the wind blows, and walk when the crickets chirp. Any noise that can cover their sound, they'll take advantage of, or they'll create the mimic of the noise so that they can advance. This is a total blind happening here.
Yeah, and
this is a hunting ground.
Sure is.
Tons of arches. Looks like a big one right there.
Yeah, big structure.
Yeah, that's a nest up there.
That almost, there's so much of this there in the Sam Houston forest.
Couple right there. My goodness, there's a lot.
This is their hunting ground. They direct prey through there, and prey is everything from the wildlife to the humans. They run them through and under these things. A lot of times they'll have a log across, and the sharpened root stumps or sticks that are not even growing out of the ground, but they're stuck into the ground, and it will impale the prey so that it leaves a blood scent or actually just dies from it.
And also, whenever we're out there, unless we've scouted that area before, you're not going to hear us talking. This guy's talking way too much. He's crunching through this brush. He's walking like he's walking downtown, just walking and looking at everything. So he's not seeing, he's not listening to what's going on around him.
We would want him to move more slowly, do the 5-step stop, basically 5 steps on average, 5 to 10 steps, and stick to close to the trees, stay out of the sunny areas, not go under the boughs.
Yeah, they're watching those bows. They know that's where game is going to go.
When you see those bows, think of a game of croquet. If you don't know that game, look it up. And the prey is the ball.
And praise that guy walking through them.
You want to move slowly enough that you're not breaking through any cobwebs.
Yeah.
And also, we're not seeing him do panning up high into the trees. And we want to make sure that he does that.
And sure not looking behind him either.
These animals will pounce.
And he has it, like Lee Tracker was saying, that hasn't once talked about spider webs. they're going to be out there, and you don't want to break the spider webs. The Bigfoots use those. They know when a prey comes through, or the size, the width of it. And if he's out there breaking spider webs, these Bigfoots know somebody is out there in this area. Or there's some game, there's some food, which people are food to these things. So they're going to be tracking.
Oh, and so many people go into these woods and leave gifts, and they have their gifting areas and stuff.
So he's already walking in a, not just a dangerous area, but an area where people gift.
Area, yeah.
So these things know people come through there, and that's why there's so many missing people in this area.
Yeah.
Look at that one. That's the big one I was talking.
That's a nest.
Yeah.
They will pull the tops of these and set up there in the nest and wait for prey to come through.
And if he doesn't know how to look for a translucent, there may be some in there right now.
Maybe some sitting right in there right now.
And he also needs to look down very low, not just high, but also low.
Actually, does look like one underneath that bow.
I'm wondering, it's off. You want to look for the areas that are darker than dark, an off color of green.
Looks like one right here.
It just looks too solid.
One right
Sometimes
there.
your camera will catch what your eye won't.
One right there.
When you're
one right
looking
there.
for translucents, you're looking for a shimmery haze or an outline, a silhouette. It looks like the watery haze on a highway, on a hot highway. You're looking for off colors. You need to remember that they come in all different sizes, and that the ones that have offspring, the offspring can be piled up on them. Several of them, like other animals do. So the silhouette looks wrong, and they'll also stand together so that you can't really see. It breaks up their silhouette so that you can't quite tell what's going on, and it just makes it hard to see. That's also a technique you can use out there in the woods so that you are harder to see.
It just looks like there's so many right there, all blended in.
Talking about. Let's get that tree leaning up that way too. Wow.
They're real comfortable there.
Crazy if these were not natural.
Yeah.
They're being herded through here.
I don't know who this guy is, but
He's being tracked.
yeah, they know he's there. That's for him. I'm sure there's not 15 people in that area.
And remember also that you're their upstairs neighbor, and that there's tunnels and things under the ground too. And you also have to pay attention to the areas that you might think are just logs that or trees that fell, and now they got years of pine needles and stuff over the top of them. That's not always the case. Sometimes the logs can be flipped over, and they're almost like a casket with the hidden being underneath them.
See that spike?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about for getting impaled on through a bow, and then they got to jump over that, and it will cause a blood loss.
Yeah, these things know he's there.
And sooner or later he's going to run, because there's so many creeks running through there. We got to be super careful around the edges of those creeks and rivers too, for the tunnels that are underneath. And it'll look like this if you don't know what you're looking at, and you can fall right through or be pulled right through.
Yep, there'll be holes out there.
Arches and palmettos.
Swampy very.
The idea, once again, thinking tonight is to...
Yeah, he's pretty loud.
The idea, once again, thinking tonight...
He sounds like a little bit northern accent.
It's a little dark right here.
It sure is.
It looks like one just standing there, bent.
They can look just like a stump or a tree, or we had one person that almost put his hand on one leaning up against it thinking that it was a tree.
And these things will sit right up in these trees. And right when
little ones might.
the little ones, yeah. Think that they won't, but they're there. And they're being in translucent, they're just hanging on, not making a sound. Letting people walk right underneath them or game.
Tonight is to spend a little time out here, a couple hours, kind of walking around and see if I hear anything, try to tell where it came from. And then maybe put a recorder nearby where I heard it. But I don't know how that works. I don't know if whoever it is that vocalizes.
All of them.
This is a
Wow, that's a trap. These are blinds. These are ambush blinds. And he's in the middle of a corral section.
Sure is. And when they're translucent, they're so hard to see. You got to look for the discoloration. You got to look for that watery haze.
You don't want to be there the day that they didn't just eat and be another missing person.
Yep. So they will rip people apart.
Always does it in the same area. Looks like a footprint. It's probably too dark to see that. Or no, I don't know how that works, but I'd love to figure out if there's certain nights where there's more vocalizations, what the conditions are or anything like that. Pileated woodpecker. Maybe we'll get an owl call soon. Man, all the arch trees out here is something else.
All hunting grounds.
Definitely a lot. I haven't seen a lot of areas with this many. Look at that thing.
The property I used to live on looked like this.
Many.
I swear there's one standing right there. Give me a second. Trying to see if that's one right there. This whole area was just so blurry. I mean, of course it's got some blurs in there, but some of this is just...
When you're out there looking with your bare eyes, you look for something that it's not crisp and clear like everything else, or it's just not the same colors. It just looks different, or it looks more solid.
Wow.
Remember that each one of their hairs refracts light. Each hair is a different invisibility shield.
And that light will go right
So they can
to-
look green, brown. They can look like the color of whatever's around them, besides their natural colors.
back to-
With this many. Look at that thing.
If he had to take off running in there, it would be very difficult terrain.
Yeah, that one's catching my attention right there. All the way through there. It looked like
So
something.
y'all with the better pixelation on your TVs, this is an old TV. It's not real high quality. Maybe you can get a better screenshots. See what you can find, trackers.
Back that up.
This many. Look at that thing.
Oh, and he's talking about dogmen. For the people new to the channel, the dogmen are just another hybrid. They're just another hybrid of the original predator, Bigfoot. We have a much wider description of what the lizard man, dog man, bear man, pig, alligator man, monkey man, stink hairy raccoon man, these all fall into the same predator box for us. They follow the same patterns. They all have the same original predator DNA, and they picked up these different qualities depending on what they've eaten and what their generations have eaten over time. So the dogmen they're living in an area where they're eating more of the dog. They're eating the dogs.
They're eating everything.
The dogs and coyotes and wolves but there are a lot of what people describe as dogmen, and there were on the property I had there also.
Wow.
In this area. We call them walking miles. And they're just as comfortable.
A couple of them in the hall in there.
And these photos never do it justice of how thick that canopy looks when you're actually in one of those structures. It's always deeper than, it's always fuller and deeper and more room-like than it ever shows when you're trying to get film of it.
And this guy doesn't know to look for the translucent.
So that would be something that we would teach him or would like him to read in the book.
Because I was like, because you can just see the water look, the water haze look in there. And your energy body will protect you, so you could walk right up to it and you'll stop and you'll go left or you'll go right. But and you may think that that's you, but that's your energy body saying go left or go right.
Or what we would call your spirit body.
Because the energy doesn't cross each other. It can collide, it can cross each other, but naturally energy is going to stop in front of the other energy and go left or go right. It's not going to collide with it, but they will collide with you. But your energy body will stop you and make you go left or it'll make you go right, or but that's just to protect you. And I've seen exactly where that one that we could see, he walked almost right up to it and stopped and then went left. And he went right in front of the other one and just kept going to his left. He didn't go right. He didn't go further into it. He didn't go under that bow. He stopped and went back left. His body took him back left.
Your spirit body protects your physical body, and your physical body protects your spirit body.
Also, let me get this. Missed it. Sorry. Now I'm looking at this right here. Looks like one sitting right here, or maybe two, right after that bridge. I mean the tree that's pushed down under the bow, where they would jump into it. Right there, and he looks for a second and his body takes him the other way.
Non-weaving.
see how the top of this one is.
held down. And then over time, they'll fill in with more and more branches. When this fall comes or winter, get out on your property and clear anything like this. Get rid of it after the, before new spring growth comes in. Because they'll just keep adding to this over time. And those blinds will be strategically placed where they're looking at your front door, your back door, your cars, your kids' trampoline, your kids' play area, your woodshed, your well house, your mailbox. You'll notice they'll be put strategically around. Like if you were to look at a spider web, the way it has the spokes that go out in all the directions and then the concentric circles around, it's the same way that they set up their blinds because they have that original spider DNA.
And these things are very comfortable here.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're protected here.
Yeah, both.
Because there's no way they would be setting up just miles and miles and miles of traps.
All kind of hooked into that.
And you have people that will come try to tell you that's just natural. It's ridiculous how anyone can look at that stuff and think it's natural. He knows it's not natural. I'm glad he's noticing and paying attention to it.
It's funny how, if you look back where I just came from, it's pretty dark. And you spin around this way, quite a bit brighter right there.
Yeah.
Thinking that's a swamp or something from the sounds I'm hearing over there. And it doesn't look like too many trees right there. Starting to get dark, so hopefully we'll hear some stuff. If not, it's all good. Just have a good time out in the woods. Can't go wrong doing that.
Yeah, you can. So is he setting up camp?
Wow, man, that is a huge tree.
Those root balls are a perfect place for an ambush blind, and they could be sitting right there at the bottom of that, or they'll dig out in the hole underneath that. We've got a lot of good photos, and especially over the creeks. Perfect ambush blinds.
Not many like that around here. It's definitely a wet, boggy area, so you could say that the wetness did that. Damn, that is so tall. That tree ball, root ball. This looks crazy.
And when they turn them upside down, they climb
Wow,
up on the
that
top
is,
of them.
man, that's high up.
And for an observation deck.
You see that one?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like two of them. And they will blend right in there, look darker than dark, translucent. And they'll walk right up to them.
They can hold still for hours and you won't even know.
Kind of looks like another one too right there. Looks like a dog or a horse head.
You know, have you seen a wolf spider? Or possums will do it too. The way they just all gather, group up together, stack up together.
This one, to me, it looks like a horse or a maybe a cow head or something. But you can walk right up to them, and this is that game trail. They sit right here, or they're right there. And all I got to
Here's
do
the
is...
problem, all this under here.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Why is it doing that? I don't know. It just shows up more on the black, I guess.
Right there, but you can see that one good, that one, this one. And they will,
You'll see if you can get better pictures of those.
yeah.
And in typical fashion, well, I guess typical fashion for my hikes, I don't know about root balls, but then there's like a double arch right next to it. And that's interesting. It's sort of held down by a couple of sticks leaning over there. Hopefully this isn't too dark. Oh, it looks like a big limb.
If you
That
don't
is
remove
cool.
your yard debris, they'll use it. You got to get it when you do cut down those pines. Get it out of there, burn it, mulch it, haul it off, because that's exactly what they'll do right there, and they'll keep filling in over time. And pretty soon, the green grows over it, and you just don't even know that all they need is a little peephole to spy on you.
Yeah.
I guess some people watching probably think a limb just fell and did that, and others might think it was placed there to create these arches. It's got to be one of the biggest trees I've seen around. Too bad.
Hole
Too
under
bad
it.
she fell.
It's a danger spot to be careful of.
Yeah. So there could be a tunnel that just comes straight up so they can watch to see what's,
They can get so low and flat,
and they can just stick their head up.
and the little ones are just as dangerous.
Oh, yeah. The little ones will tell the bigger ones, hey, there's something out here to eat. We eat when you eat.
Wow. All muddy too. Seems like it would be prime for prints. It's going to be dark pretty soon. I don't know what it is, but there's a little bit of a calm before the storm vibe out here tonight, to me anyways. Hopefully a storm of vocals. It's
That's
just
his
a
spirit body
quietness.
telling him this
Like
is not a good area to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's ready to erupt. And that could just be in my head. It's a
Don't
good night
do
for
that.
recording.
Don't second guess yourself like that when your body's warning you.
Your
Don't
body's saying it's
dismiss
time to go.
yourself. You get dismissed enough by other people. Don't do it to yourself.
No, nice and calm. Nothing worse than a windy night when you want to record audio. We'll see what happens.
Reading.
Yeah. He left. It's daytime now. At least he left.
Can't remember the last time I was out and heard nothing. It's probably 75, 76 right now.
That's because they're
Swallow.
watching you.
There's a couple sounds.
Seems like it's the sound he's most interested in when there's all this other evidence. It's not just about the sounds.
That was odd.
Sounds like coyotes. That didn't sound anything like coyotes.
Coyotes have high-pitched,
High-pitched,
yippy, piercing,
yippy.
ugly sound.
Kind of hurt your ears. That didn't sound like any coyote. What's wrong?
Also, other animals, because these are the predator that will eat absolutely anything,
Yeah,
they're not going to be out there making a lot of noise.
they sure aren't.
They're scared of these things.
They know these things will eat them if they're out there barking or making noise.
Makes you wonder. You see,
Makes you wonder.
What's he wondering?
What's he wondering?
I'm sitting here thinking how much of this just looks like the old property.
Yep.
makes you wonder. You can see that this broke off right there, and how it caught this tree, which is like 20, 30 feet over there.
And you don't even know how perfectly placed in between those two.
You gonna wonder about this one too?
Jammed in there, wow.
Exactly what happened. And people think when we're saying that they're blind, have had people say, oh yeah, like that's coverage for them. Like that's gonna, why would they sleep in that? Or why is that their shelter? It's not their shelter. It's just to break up their silhouette and to it's easy for them to hide in there. We've gone in those blinds and people standing 10 feet away couldn't see us.
Yeah.
So imagine being covered in that kind of hair.
Same color. And able to hang in the tree.
Kind of like this one. Kind of doesn't make sense that that would have reached all the way over to here. It's over 10 feet away.
It was placed.
Why does this not make sense to him as far as this a predator built a bow?
He's just still questioning himself.
Well, this part is in our book also under X's and bows.
It's held down.
It's held down. I tell you, it's also in the documentary.
This is all for herding game. See the little game trail through there?
It's over 10 feet away.
Yep, right through the middle.
This thing fell a long time ago too, it looks like. A big one.
Kind of hard to tell with his camera though, but I'm just looking at all that right there.
It's got to be like 15 feet up.
What's going on here?
Yeah, we'll back that up.
This thing fell a long time ago too, it looks like. A big one. It's got to be like 15 feet up.
This is the dark one right here. This area right there. Even that blur.
I was just looking at that. And you might look and it might be not necessarily green. It might look like a gray mist, especially in that forest there. I saw more of the cooler toned mist and blurs than like around here is more of the negative green that almost like a olive green, gray green. There was more of the bluish color, translucent mist, misty looking. Is that profit? Airtime? What is that? No, on the screen.
Same area the next day. There's quite a bit of birds and stuff.
Never see him look up.
Hear a bird, find a bird too. They're saying you got to make sure those are birds. Bigfoots can chirp just like a bird, just like a
We've got like
chainsaw.
2 or 3 pages in the book of sounds that they can make.
That's when we say, hear a bird, find a bird. You need to make sure that those are birds chirping. The Bigfoots will be communicating with chirps.
And even when they don't
How?
register on these machines that they have, it doesn't mean that they're just an ordinary creature.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. That's 20, 25 feet up.
What's going on?
Another one.
He needs to be careful. Look around here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Right there in the bushy brush.
Can y'all get a screenshot of that or blow that up? Looks like a face peeking around.
Mm-hmm.
Shine up too. Remember that the spiders pounce, and so do these things. Predators pounce.
Wow.
He's missing baseline, and he's missing up in the trees.
Yeah. He's letting that light go everywhere.
Just at eye level, though. Everything he's looking at is eye level, really.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's from a distance looking at the ground. Do we have that picture from Jose in China?
Whoa. Something just fell. Some howls. Wow. So I'm down by a creek and just looking at this.
Okay, this is the area he's got to be
Always take a look at-
super careful around. We were talking about for the embankment blinds.
Mm-hmm.
It's a perfect spot. Like this bridge will go across. He's got to be real careful on both ends. On the opposite end too for a blind, and it looks like over here too.
And also right there, there's that corner.
Those bends are always an ambush spot, and there may be holes dug in
Right
and
there.
tunneling all through there.
Yeah.
And so walking over the top, you'll think it's just fine. But if you were to, and you can see what's going on that side from over here, and obviously you can see over here from the other side, but they're going to be wherever you're least likely to notice. They're going to be in the blind spots that you're going to come around.
Bends and arches and all that. It's held down by this, which doesn't even really look like it was.
We would call this a Bigfoot bridge.
Yeah. And all the trackers knew this was coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a cave.
Gotta be
Underneath
really
the
careful
roots.
there. And
You
not
can
just
see
the
it.
water moccasins and things like that.
This is a cave. Yeah.
And they can go down under that water and burrow in. They can sit up under there with nothing but the nose sticking out. The property I had a much deeper banked creek. It was low water unless there was runoff water after a heavy rain from everywhere else, but its normal flow was very low. So the banks were real high, but there were so many embankment blinds, and they were tunneling towards the house before I moved.
And a lot of times you'll see these small trees and small holes. It's a smaller predator hunting in this area. I mean, they all hunt together, and this one, if it can't take down a deer, it's going to call a bigger one. But these are tunnels. It goes all the way back up through there. And usually there's going to be a bow way back, maybe about 100 yards also, where they hunt also.
And it doesn't matter if it naturally starts doing that, just like you would modify anything that made your job a little easier. They're going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
They're going to build where there's runoffs and curves, and because it's just easier.
Tracker Lawrence says there's one looking from underneath the bridge.
I believe it.
Yeah, that looks like it right there.
That's from there. Possibly.
Right where he's pointing, that's a bridge. I mean, that's a tunnel. It goes right up back through there.
Remember that they can be little.
They can be.
They start out small and then they get bigger.
Yeah. And just like a wraparound spider, they will be right up against something almost as flat as you can get, and they'll be there.
They can be burrowed in that mud. They can dam like a beaver.
What's
These are all fresh too.
Then when I came up here, I noticed you got that. That's the one that goes all the way down. But then what I found pretty interesting was how this intersects here with that one.
Well, they're weaving a structure.
Yeah.
And then you have that.
That's pretty fresh.
And this break, it's not even close to in line with where that one would have fallen. It actually looks like it's over the top.
You can hear all those birds alarming. So he needs to hear a bird, find a bird. I bet he doesn't find any birds, but they're alarming. And birds don't alarm on you unless you're close to them. So if you can't see that bird, that's not a bird. Like if we go outside the house and we hear a bird alarming way off in the forest, that's not a bird. And most of the time, the birds don't even alarm on us because we're not doing anything. But when you're around their structures and they're alarming like that, those are Bigfoot.
Yeah. So that break goes over. How weird is that?
Not weird when you're in a hunting ground, but I'm glad he's.
This guy really
He's
needs
paying
a book.
attention. He just doesn't.
He doesn't know what he's looking
He's
at.
still guessing.
He needs,
like
he needs
his-
to read our book.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You have a closer look at these. And it's
But I
just
can
kind
remember
of funny how
walking
this
through the
ends
forest
sort of.
saying these same things. Like, come on now, and people would tell me, "Oh, that's just the weather," and I'd be like,
That's
"That
just the
doesn't make
weather.
sense. This looks like if I were to, you know,
Build a
like when I
blind or
would read
build
the
a hut.
bushcraft books from when I was a little kid. I would, you know, they're building their hunting traps and snares and alert systems and hides,
And if anybody's watching this and they say that this is weather,
and they do."
this is the wrong channel for you. Because we know that these are manipulated.
Definitely
These are
no ice
structured.
storm there.
Yep.
But yeah, he's just still second guessing himself. He's finding the things, which in that forest, it's not hard to find the things at all.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
It's
This
crazy.
it's so
But I'm
forced.
surprised that the vocals are almost all the canine sounding. That section I was in, it would be monkeys and like every variety of it. Sounded like the whole zoo went nuts.
Almost flush with the tree. Yeah, the fact that that broke and then it's over the top.
The fact that that was.
I mean, how would that
broken,
have gotten caught by this way over
Well,
here?
because there was one
He said that
big
it broke.
gigantic hand on one and one gigantic hand on the other.
Yeah, it didn't break by
Yeah,
itself.
they're
It-
breaking.
He said that
they're
tree
doing
broke.
that.
No, it didn't. It was broken.
You know, that thing fell over here
No, it didn't.
15.
No, it
No, it
didn't.
didn't.
It was placed
He's
there.
gonna. Yeah, he thinks that might be what's going on, but he's just not sure yet.
Feet away from that. It's interesting. Just looking at this, I thought it was kind of strange how
You
this
call
is
that a
just, I don't know how it's
horizontal?
propped up, I guess. Tiny little piece of that is holding it up,
It's a locking
which
horizontal.
seems odd in itself. But I also noticed the bark on this is different than all the
Look at the
closest
bark on all those
trees
other trees.
right around here.
Yeah. Placed there.
It matches some that are a little ways away.
And
Like
when
the
you get
pines
to
or
an
something
area
like that.
that's got a lot of
Like there's
dead
one.
and dark, that's
That one
those
has
are the
similar
worst
bark,
areas.
but it seems odd that it would land all the way over here and
Yes, it does.
stay propped.
That's peculiar.
I don't even know what to think about this guy because
Well, he's still in learning.
maybe he just don't want criticism. I don't know because he's
That could be too.
letting
Because
other
he's seeing
people.
the stuff and he knows that it's weird. But he didn't want to come right out and say this is
Yeah.
them and this is what they're doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be because there's a lot of
'Cause-
jerks.
Yeah, a lot of people would say all I was saying was this don't look natural.
That ain't nothing but.
Mhm.
Oh, you don't want to hear those people.
Yeah.
Up like that.
The bow's way in the
I'm
background.
also noticing it is pretty quiet
It sure is.
right here in this area. I can hear some stuff a little ways away. But pretty quiet right now.
Everything but you.
So is this his whole 6 months there or 5 months there? Just clipped from all of it?
I don't know.
That was a nice howl. Let's see if we hear it again.
time on it. It's already 10:15.
Get out of here, plane. Maybe that's what set them off.
They'll move during that masking sound.
I'll play this one also. Let's see, where is it?
He says, I just placed my recorder so it got them all. Sounds like the sounds came from in between me and the recorder.
Let's listen to this one right here.
Oh, we're safe. I got a good rifle in the house, like a semi-automatic.
The judge is in there.
That's coming from up there now.
That was recorded not too far from where we are now, a place called Tallahena, Oklahoma.
He was not doing a Bigfoot whoop. That was a
challenge.
Choctaw
War cry. But
after clearing.
the young man who was the voice in this video, he scoffed. He rolled his eyes when we first met him about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And he didn't believe they were real. And then he got caught up on a mountain with another person who knew about these things. And when he heard these things, you heard his voice.
Yeah.
He was nervous. He was wanting to go and get his weapon. He knew he was surrounded in these things. And they also took a picture we blew up later that there was one or two not too far from them that was following them out. And we've also been in that area and probably been about 8 foot from a couple of them. We got them on thermal. They crossed in front of us and was waiting behind some bushes. But as God does, as soon as we got right up to that bush, the neighbor hit his car lights, started honking, started yelling, had flashlights.
He was a little bit frantic. This was the person that knew what was out there, and he wouldn't normally go out at night at all. But he was concerned for this homeowner who had just moved in there.
Mm-hmm.
How far along is it?
About
4 miles.
Well, that was freaking cool. Once again, I heard those in close proximity.
Was that Ashley?
I feel like a very high percentage of the closer howls that I've recorded are when I'm actually out here.
Who is that?
He may be, I don't know, but he may be close to, it may not be as deep as he would want people to think.
Yeah, maybe working his way out.
Yeah.
I just listened to a
reflector.
recording from the other night.
He's
I
following
heard
the
just a
trail.
couple less than I just heard right now, all through the whole night. So
Yeah.
pretty cool coincidence, I
Yeah, he's
guess,
getting
that I
back
got to
out.
They found the trail.
be out and hear those in person. Wonder what they are. Are they all just coyotes or something else? The obligatory whippoorwill. Too bad there's a plane.
Okay, it's probably more of the same thing here. So we're going to ease out of this because this looks like it's just going to be more of the same. That's good.
There you go.
All right, so we really don't know who this guy is, but
We would love it if he had our book, but it doesn't do any good to go put a link on someone's channel because it gets
erased.
yeah, it automatically gets deleted. But
Yeah.
if anybody knows the guy, recommend our book to him because it can answer some questions for him. Because especially if he's out there by himself, he does. You're right, War Chief. He does need to know. Excuse me. He does need to know more of the hiccups.
Where?
We'll catch up on comments real quick.
Okay.
But that forest looks so familiar.
There's K.
Trucker 17 says camping with Sasquatch. Already, I don't like the title.
Me either.
Barry says Amherst does a great job on his channel, in my humble opinion. Amherst must be this man's
Must
name.
be.
Barry says, LOL, he does a great job camping with Sasquatch.
He seems dangerous to us. As
A
far as
great
to
job
himself.
finding the things. We just want him
Yeah.
to be safe. That's all this is about. We want him to
Yeah.
be safe and to, maybe he's not admitting it to the viewers, but for sure admit it to himself. What he's looking at is what he's looking at. He is looking at Bigfoot hunting grounds,
He sure is. He's
predator
right.
hunting grounds.
And he needs to learn about the birds. He needs to learn about translucent viewing,
Shadow
shadow
language.
language.
Yeah, and the different sounds that they can make.
Yeah, he
It's
really
not
needs to
just
learn
howls.
those sounds.
Tracker 17 said in embankment blinds.
Yeah,
Tracker one and look up and
bridges.
look at baseline. Yeah, there's just all the stuff we talked about.
Yeah.
Tracker 17 says mimics. Shadow
Yeah.
Tracker J says the guy must have a death wish.
Yeah,
Tracker 17 says I concur completely. Shadow Tracker J, beyond sickening, his thoughtless actions here. He just doesn't know what he doesn't know, just like I didn't. Tracker 17 says I really hope this man is well armed. Me too. Even that forest has a lot of criminal element that
Oh,
goes through it and hides. Judy says, oh, that sounds like your intro. Yeah, it reminded me of that too.
yeah.
Tracker Lorna says a lot are watching.
They sure
always.
were, and especially when that forest goes quiet.
Mhm.
They're watching.
KNF says I see a translucent. Tracker
we've seen a
17
couple.
says sometimes a watery haze above a small creek, as I see here, a group is watching him.
Yep, they were.
Kay says several for sure. Tracker 17 says a covered bow. Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
Graybeard says doleful creatures. Yeah. Tracker 17 says land spikes, blood loss for the predators to track, thrill of the hunt. Yeah.
Drill the hut. Yep.
Tracker 17 says traps everywhere in there. He shouldn't be anywhere near there.
No, we shouldn't.
Tracker Lorna says crazy busy area.
Mhm.
Night Star says Wow, that is a hunting ground for sure.
For sure.
JR says the howlers could be the distraction to hold his attention further away from himself while the blindside ambush team quietly moves in on him unaware. Yes.
Sure
Trucker
can.
17 says, look for what doesn't fit and watch for what does fit.
Exactly.
K Neff says, so true, JR. War Chief says, those are my stomping grounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where War Chief is at.
Trucker 17 says, yeah, I was just thinking the same thing, JR. Night Star says, LTE, that's creepy. Your old area looked like this. The farm was in its infancy of setting up like that. Yeah.
Oh,
We're glad
yeah.
you're out of there.
Yep.
So many, says Trucker Lorna. KNF says, stacks of predators.
Mm-hmm.
Night Star says, oh yeah, at War Chief. Trucker 17 says, bunched up. Trucker 17 says, I hope you were well armed going in there, War Chief. War Chief says, always.
He said, always.
Shadow Tracker J says, just watching this, I can feel the oppression in this place.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those woods around there feel like that. Trucker 17 says, yeah, it's very heavy in there, Shadow Tracker J. War Chief says, I also carry 7.5 million volt nightstick with me. Nice.
Hey, that's
Trucker
nice.
17 says, I like that, War Chief. Wish I could get one of those here. Shadow Tracker J says, it's obvious to me he has no spiritual discernment. He's so nonchalant.
You're right.
Trucker 17 says, nature did that. The catch cry of all Yowie researchers. Trucker 17 says, good time out in there.
Mm-mm.
Trucker 17 says, whole bunch in there, Jerry. Trucker
Yeah.
Lorna says, too many. And 17 says, this dude is numb to his gut feelings. He must be feeling something. He seemed like he's felt something a few times,
Mm-hmm.
but he's just not confident in himself. Tracker Lorna says, one looking from under the bridge.
Yep.
KNF says, spot on, Tracker Lorna.
Mm-hmm.
Chachis 65 says, hi, my friends, haven't received my hearth forever. I need know because I know Tanya and Jose. Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Bendiciones.
Yes. Shadow Tracker J says, all those trees woven together is from global warming. Yeah, nice howl, says JR.
Yeah.
Tracker Lorna says, hi, Chachis. Shadow Tracker J says, blessings.
Chachis. Welcome, Chachis from 17.
Chachi says, my English is not okay, but I understand little, okay? Ha 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 ha. Your English is better than my Spanish. Tracker 17 says, war cry. Tracker Lorna says, war cry gives me goosebumps. War Chief Tracker C says, the Sam Houston National Forest is a very busy area with predator Bigfoots. It sure is.
There's so many missing
Over
people
54 people now missing, and that's just the ones that we know of in that forest.
A lot of decapitation out there. And
Just
a lot
straight
of
up missing
cover-ups.
people, a lot of cover-ups. Yeah, all the things we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's creepy. Definitely trailhead number 13 in the Sam Houston National Forest. That area, that's probably the most uncomfortable I've ever been in any area I've ever tracked. It still gives me an icky feeling in my stomach when I feel like I was close to an exit point when I tracked in there by myself. I would personally stay out of trailhead number 13.
And these things are everywhere. There's multiple. And if they haven't got that translucent viewing knowledge and the shadow language and bird language, they're walking into traps. They're going further than they should. They don't know when to turn around because these things aren't going to just give you a warning. They're letting you keep coming. And then while you're coming, they're going in and surrounding you.
It doesn't matter if you've done it 25 times safely. You may run across a highway 25 times safely,
Yeah.
but
21st time.
let those circumstances be just right. that
And-
day, and they're going to take advantage of it.
And also,
They
while,
did for those 50-something people.
yeah. And also, while you're out there, when you're out there, they're going to your car. They're waiting for you
Or
to
your
come.
tent.
Yeah, or your tent, because they know you're going to return back to that or that way. But if you get lost, you're fair game. So they're setting traps up. That whole place was a trap.
One big hunting ground.
One big hunting ground.
So when I moved away from there was at the point where they had built their ambush blinds right up at the house and around my grandson's play area in the bend of the creek. And I had, that was just too much. It was too much. And when they were tunneling towards the house.
So if anybody,
One thing he didn't see any bones. He doesn't look at the ground.
no, he wasn't looking for. He was just seeing.
Guarantee there
What
was
was
bones
shown.
in there. We would find bones in there.
Yeah.
In that thick of a hunting ground.
And we would have found those birds if they were birds. If not, we would have found where that sound was coming from.
Yeah.
And they do mimic birds. They sound just like birds. So
There's a hunting ground right around there. I mean, there's a boneyard somewhere near there.
yeah.
So, all right, we'll go ahead and say our prayer and thank you everyone for joining us. And if any of you happen to know that man and you can recommend our books to him, especially the Predator Bigfoot book, get it to him because he actually sounds like a decent person. He's interested. He's trying to figure things out, and this could get him a whole lot further, faster, and keep him
safer.
more safe.
Yeah, more.
And then he can share that information with other people without being self-conscious about saying, this is what we're looking at. Not just that it's odd, but saying, no, this was made by them. This isn't just a broken tree or a fallen tree. This is a manipulated tree. Father, thank you for this platform and for everyone that's here. Bless them. Bless them and multiply everything that they do for others. Lord, let it go back to them. They're just so generous and kind. Thank you, Lord. Keep this man safe. Give him some insight, and somehow, Lord, get our book into his hands. In Jesus' name, in the name of Yeshua, amen.
Amen. All right, everybody. This is Watch Your Wednesday. We'll see you every Wednesday unless
we can't.
Unless we can't. But we'll let you know beforehand. So everyone have a great night, and we'll see you all very soon.
Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night. Don't forget, on
We'll
the
put that link
19th.
up. We'll share it.
Yeah, we'll share that on
Jim
the
Powell's.
YouTube channel, on both of ours,
Yeah.
and on those Facebook group pages. So if
Yeah.
you're
We have some posts out already, so if y'all will share those.
yeah, it's going to be interesting because we're going to be talking to people who they're going to have some good questions for us.
Yeah.
And we're
He's
gonna
got the book.
Yeah, he's got the book. He's ordered the book. Hopefully he's read through it. And we're going to be filling in those gaps or those missing pieces, just like with this guy. If we had a chance to talk with him, or if he has his book, we'd be able to fill in what he's doing wrong out there, just to
And maybe
keep them
convince him
safer.
to have somebody to track with him.
Yeah, and it's all about keeping people safe out there. But these books would help advance his knowledge and his safety out there.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Good rest and God bless.
Good rest and God bless.
Watching Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget, they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax, and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Watching Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget, they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax, and be a smart fella. Listen Wednesday we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax, and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax, and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Every Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do.
And the way moving.
So beautiful.
The way moving.
So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone who's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.